Try to remember the last time you actually bought something. Not rented it, not subscribed to it. Bought it, paid once, owned it forever. Your music is a subscription. Your movies, your software, your storage, maybe your razors, your coffee, your groceries. And in some markets, BMW even sold the heated seats in your car for $18 a month. None of this happened by accident, and none of it happened for your convenience. It happened because about a decade ago, the smartest companies on earth discovered that the same product, sold the same way to the same customer, is worth several times more to investors if you just never let the customer finish paying. This file is about the switch that killed ownership. Open the file. To see the switch get flipped, watch one company do it in real time. For decades, Adobe sold Photoshop in a box. You paid once. A Creative Suite box ran from $1,300 to $2,600, and it was yours. Adobe got your money exactly once, and then had to spend years convincing you the next version was worth buying. In May 2013, Adobe announced it would stop making new versions of the box. From now on, a monthly fee, forever. Miss a payment, and the tools you'd used for years stop working. Customers were furious. Nearly 50,000 people signed a petition against it. It didn't matter. Within a few years, Adobe's revenue was smoother, bigger, and more predictable than it had ever been. Revenue roughly quintupled over the next decade, and the stock rose more than tenfold from the day of the announcement to its peak. Every company on Earth watched that happen. Then most of them did the same thing. Here's the logic underneath, and it's worth genuinely understanding, because it explains half the modern economy. Imagine two companies. Both make $100 million a year. Company A sells products. Every January 1st, its revenue starts at zero, and it has to win every sale again. Company B sells subscriptions. On January 1st, most of this year's revenue is already guaranteed. Investors will pay dramatically more for Company B, often 2 or more times as much per dollar of revenue. Predictable, recurring revenue means less risk, easier borrowing, and a hockey stick valuation. So every CEO faced the same incentive. Take whatever you sell, software, razors, food, car features, and find a way to bill it monthly. The subscription boom isn't a story about what customers wanted. It's a story about what investors pay for. You were never the audience for this. The stock market was. But investor math only explains why companies want subscriptions. Here's why subscriptions work, and this part is about you. Every purchase has a moment of decision. You see the price, you feel a little pain, and you choose. That moment is the seller's biggest enemy. It's the one point where you can say no. A subscription deletes that moment. You decide once, usually on a discounted first month, and then the default flips. Buying used to require action. Now not buying requires action. Finding the account, the settings, the cancel button buried 4 menus deep. Behavioral economists call the force at work default bias. Whatever happens automatically wins. Companies know the numbers. In one survey of American consumers, 42% admitted they'd forgotten about a subscription they were still paying for. Forgotten subscriptions are an acknowledged revenue line in this industry, and regulators on both sides of the Atlantic have investigated subscription traps and loyalty penalties. The product isn't just the service anymore. The product is your forgetfulness. Now stack the trick. One subscription is easy to track. You don't have one. When researchers asked people to guess their monthly subscription spend, the average guess was $86. The real average, $219. People missed by more than double. Think about why. Each charge is small, $9, $12, $17. None of them, alone, is worth an evening of admin. They hit on different days, on different cards, under names you don't recognize. This is the invisible money machine from our file on why you feel broke, but industrialized. 40 small, silent cuts, engineered so no single one is ever painful enough to stop. And that's just the subscriptions you chose. Here's where the logic leads when nothing stops it. Car makers have charged monthly for features already built into the car. BMW's heated seats. Mercedes selling extra acceleration for $1,200 a year. Hardware you bought, waiting behind a paywall. And with some printer ink plans, if your subscription lapses, the cartridges sitting in your printer simply stop printing. Notice the pattern. The marginal cost to the company is zero. The seat heater exists. The horsepower exists. The subscription is a toll gate on something you're holding in your hands. This is the quiet redefinition at the heart of the file. Ownership is being replaced by access, and access can be repriced, downgraded, or revoked at any time. A library you bought can't be taken away. A streaming library loses titles every month. So let's close the file. Everything became a subscription because a dollar that repeats is worth more to Wall Street than a dollar you re-earn. And because a subscription moves the moment of decision from every purchase to once, ever, then hides the recurring cost below your pain threshold. None of that makes subscriptions evil. Some are genuinely great deals. The trap isn't subscribing. The trap is defaulting. So here's the counter move, and it takes one evening a year. Pull 12 months of statements, list every recurring charge, and for each one ask the question the company is praying you never ask. If this weren't automatic, would I sign up again today, at full price? If the answer isn't a clear yes, cancel. You can always come back, usually to a fresh welcome back discount. They engineered the forgetting. Remembering, once a year, is the entire game. If you want to know how the modern economy is quietly redesigned around your attention and your defaults, this is the channel for it. New file every week. I'm the Money Files. See you in the next one. Case closed.